In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to start fasting. So whether you're a veteran faster, maybe you never fasted a day before in your life, or maybe you're curious about fasting but just don't know where to start. If that's the case, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome to Kingdom Lifestyle. I'm Brother Adam. I just want to take a quick moment to welcome you to the channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below. We got more amazing content coming at you from health, nutrition, fasting, faith, relationships, everything you need to live an abundant life. And one thing about this channel, you're never going to get long, boring, drawn out videos. I want to respect your time, so let's get straight to the point. Alright, so just a short disclaimer. I am not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just simply sharing my experience. So before you start fasting, make sure you talk to a doctor or your physician. Okay, so let's get into it. Living a fasted lifestyle has many benefits. A lot of people get into it for the weight loss or fat loss, but I'm here to tell you there's way more benefits than just fat loss, from improved insulin sensitivity to increased brain function to fighting off cancer cells to even preventing cancer cells. So many benefits, spiritual discipline, answered prayers, the list goes on, but I'm not going to get into that. I'll save that for another video. But I highly recommend everyone at least consider adding fasting to your life. We eat way too much in today's society and we eat way too often. That's why obesity is on the rise. A lot of people overweight, a lot of metabolic diseases is because number one, we're eating the wrong type of foods, and number two, we're eating them way too often. How do you start fasting? You just stop eating. Alright, that's it. End the video. Cut. I'm just joking. Everyone knows that. Fasting involves not eating. But the purpose of this video, I want to help you guys out, give you some tips to help your transition be a lot smoother into a fasted lifestyle, and so you don't have to make the same mistakes I did. So I've been fasting for about 7 years, since 2013. Before that, I never skipped a meal in my life. I was the type of guy who thought breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's it. If you skip a meal, you're gonna die. So I was very misinformed. So 2013, I started getting into juice cleansing. I wanted to get healthier. So I attempted, short story, my first juice fast was attempted. Me and a brother went to the Catskill Mountains. His grandparents let us use the cabin. We brought a juicer with a bag of vegetables. We were ready to go. We were excited. We were zealous. The second day, guess who returned early from their vacation to Italy? The Italian grandparents. They came in, what do you mean you're fasting? They started cooking us a pasta sauce, and it was like a cartoon. The smell of it just drew us in, and it was an epic fail. That was a wrap. So it took me about 6 months to complete my first 3-day juice fast, and I felt amazing. And that's when I was hooked. A few months later, a friend introduced me to intermittent fasting, and let me just tell you, I had a friend that was trying to tell me about fasting for years. Me and him both grew up. I was overweight when I was younger, and so was he. He moved to New York. He got ripped. He's like, you gotta start fasting. I looked at fasting like it was the Black Plague, but my friend introduced me to the Renegade diet, sent me an email about it. I read it, and that's when I started fasting, and it changed my life. So quick question for you. Have you ever fasted before? If so, what was your first experience like? Comment below. I want to hear about it. So I don't recommend everyone jumps into a 3-day fast or an extended fast. So that's tip number one. Build yourself up. And I recommend starting with intermittent fasting, which basically means about a 14 to 16 hour fast. So basically it's skipping breakfast. And if you already skip breakfast, then you can eat a late lunch. Start with that for the first few weeks, and then you build yourself up. All right, the second one you could do, once you get comfortable with that, is called OMAD, 1 meal a day, and that's a 24-hour fast. So from the time you stop eating at night, you don't eat till the next night. During that, you could have water, coffee with no sugar. We'll get into that in another video, what you can have, but basically no calories, just water. All right? And then at night, you have your meal. So once you get comfortable with a 24-hour fast, then you could start moving to the 2-day fast. All right, so that takes us to tip number 2. Transition with a low-carb diet. So here's the thing. When we start fasting, most of us are eating the standard American diet, or we eat carbs and sugar. What happens is our body is burning glucose for fuel. So when you start fasting, your body has to burn through all that glucose, and it switches its energy source to burning fat, which is being in ketosis. That's why you might feel a little weird the first day or two, but hold on, it gets better. So that's why I give you this tip. It's better to start with a lower carb diet to help you into a smooth transition. Otherwise, you're going to have peaks and valleys as your insulin levels rise and spike. So what I usually do, I'll have a few low carb meals the days before, avocado salads, bacon and eggs, that type of thing. I just stay away from the starchy vegetables and fruit like potatoes, rice, apples, that type of thing. But this will help you big time in your transition. And I just want to say, you don't have to jump all the way in at once. This isn't a competition. It's not a race. Oh, I fasted this many days. This is your own personal journey. The only competition is the person that you look at in the mirror every morning. Okay, so start slow. You know, but hey, if you have the faith to do a longer fast, I'm not stopping you. I know a brother that he was new to fasting. He jumped immediately into a 15-day fast, and he did amazing. But I recommend learning about it, researching it, and getting educated before you start fasting, so you can take some precautions to do the right thing and not make any mistakes that'll hurt your health. All right, so tip number 3 is don't pig out. Okay? This has to do when you're breaking your fast and before you start your fast. A lot of people, they know they're going to fast the next day, so they go to a Chinese buffet or whatever and they eat as much as they can. I can't have that for a day or two or however long it is, so they pig out. And this is a big no-no. Also, after your fast, especially if it's 3 days or more, you don't want to pig out. You want to reintroduce the food slowly, like a salad, a soup, and then you can have a bigger meal. We'll get into that in another video, but don't pig out, guys. The most important part is staying healthy. So there's a lot of benefits to fasting. It cleanses your body, so you don't clean your house and then automatically dump garbage into it. So what you eat in between the fast is just as important. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Short, sweet, to the point, how to start fasting. And I hope you're feeling encouraged to start your fast. Start with the intermittent, start slow, and comment below. Let me know how your fasting journey is going. Contact me. Listen, I'm going to start doing more videos, getting more into the benefits and to different aspects of fasting and different kinds of fasting. So hey, make sure you like, subscribe before you head out. Share this with a friend. Peace.